Can I ask you a question on
Yeah.
one problem?
Yeah, what's up?
So on number 15, I have it pulled up. It's like find the x and y intercepts of the graph. What does it mean with like the x-intercept smaller x value and then x-intercept larger x value?
All right, so what they're saying is your intercepts are going to happen a couple of times. You might have an equation that works. Something like this.
15.
I'll just go look at it.
If I found the y and a smaller x value, but like.
So let's say we wanted to talk about the x-intercept in this case. This would be x1, 0. This would be x2, 0. Here, x1 is going to be smaller than x2. And that's all they're talking about.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah, so. Well, I don't know.
How would you find it?
Yeah, like how do you solve it to find it?
You just find the intercepts, and then it's asking you to organize them. That's all. It's asking you to organize them from smallest to largest.
So like if the x-intercept was -6, 0, that's for the smaller x value.
What's the other intercept?
And then it asked for the y-intercept, which was 0, 0.
Okay,
So like the equation is y equals x to the third plus 6x squared.
all right. I'm gonna have to have.
Should be 0, 0.
You're good. Y equals x to the third plus 6x squared.
Your larger x-intercept should be 0, 0.
And that was it?
The large.
It's the same as the y-intercept, I think.
Well, every problem is going to be different for y'all. Some people might get 6, others might get 5. It could change up a little bit.
So like I solved for the x-intercept and I solved for the y, but how do you solve for the larger x-intercept?
So all it's asking you to do is figure out which one is larger than the other. So once you find both the intercepts,
Oh, okay, so it would just be 0, 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
so first thing,
Where would you put the zeros?
Just like 0, 0, like in a,
6. So here we would have roots at,
Oh, okay, so you would put x-intercept at 0.
x-intercepts at x equal to 0, x equal to square root 3, and then x equal to negative square root. Wait. Is it plus or minus?
That's plus.
plus.
Then in that case, you don't have like that, but now we would have our y-intercepts setting all that to 0.
Okay.
So all it's asking you to do is
Which one is bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
which x or which y value is bigger.
And then I just have one more.
Okay.
So on 22, it's like find the slope and y-intercept. So the equation is 2x minus y equals 17.
2x
20.
minus y is equal to 17.
So then you solve it and I got y equals 2x minus 17. Is that right?
Adding y to both sides and then subtracting 17?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then isn't the y-intercept 0, negative 17?
They're asking just for the 17 probably.
Okay.
That might be what's happening there.
Yeah, because it just kept saying it was incorrect and I was like, I know that's right. Let me just try
It
it.
should be negative 17.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it without the 0. Let's see if it worked. No, it still says it's wrong. That's why I'm confused, because it did that on 24 too. So that's 22. And it says that's 21. And I put 0.
Okay, so it's got it in parentheses like that. It's asking for 0, comma, negative 17.
I think I
It's
might
finicky
put, I
sometimes.
think I might put parentheses when it already had them.
That could be it. It is finicky from time to time. This is one of the reasons why I said 100 opportunities,
Yeah.
because there's no excuse for y'all getting something like this wrong if your answer is right, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like this is a perfect example of WebAssign being a dick. I don't know how else to describe it. I have no clue who that is.
that's also one of the. It's
I'll be
the
right back.
peak of the roof, like find distance.
Okay. Oh, no, because I did not understand that
Yeah,
one.
me either.
It threw in a weird word, so I was like, no, it's trying to work, so I was like, no. And it got kind of, yeah, from the eaves to the peak of the roof, and I was like, I thought the eaves were the peak of the roof.
I might ask him again. So I was on confused me.
So he was saying to put 0 in for the X's?
Yeah, and then like 0, -17.
Okay.
Which is what I had, I think I just had an extra parentheses when I already had it. Cause I was like, that's literally right.
And then read the general form of the equation. I was like, go back, right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's one that I got confused on.
There we go. That's what it's saying. Even though the roof is.
And I didn't see like an example in the notes in here, but I really didn't know. And I hate that not all of them have a watch it option, because I think
Yeah.
it's so easy for the reader that it's from there.
He was gonna ask him for an extension on this homework since I just got it today.
Because it's due
Wednesday.
and then he gives us another one on Wednesday.
If I were to be able to work on it, then there's no way after this I'm gonna work on it tonight, and then Wednesday night.
Yeah, I didn't know that at work, but it takes some time.
Yeah, 100%.
I may have nearly just stolen the band.
A fan? Are you on?
But it was kind of,
I'm
yeah.
like cold.
Oh, yeah.
But also we're like, so.
Yeah, well,
I'm just moving around the places.
Okay, we have one more, if that's okay.
one more.
Oh my God. Yeah, what's up?
I couldn't find an example anymore, so it's number 4, so it's like talking about the base and height of a roof. Do you want me to tell you like what the drawing looks like?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, it's from the eaves to the peak of the roof, so it's like,
Whoa, yeah, that one I cannot figure out.
yeah, that one's confusing. Do you wanna look at my computer? To draw
Might
it?
help.
Here, I'll turn my computer on, you
Yeah.
can keep reading. You can keep reading.
So, The left side is 6 feet. Go there, it says 6 feet, and then 34 feet,
So this is 6 feet up,
yeah, I think.
like that, okay.
And then 34 feet across on the bottom. And then 52 on the right.
That one's
Yeah.
52.
All right,
Great.
So then it says, find the distance in feet from the eaves to the peak of the roof.
What is an eaves?
I know that's what it's.
that is this height. So
Okay,
for
Okay.
a moment, let's flip this like we're looking straight at it. What we've got is this thing is 34, this is 6.
Okay. And we need straight down.
Yes. And what you're looking for is this length right here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this in half. Right? And say, all right, if we look at this, we've got a right triangle right here. Agreed? So turning this into a right triangle, this thing's gonna be, what, that's 17, that's still 6. What the hell is this? Right? Folks at home, can you see that?
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, what we know now is that 6 squared plus, or my mistake, is equal to 17 squared plus, let's call this
B squared.
x plus x squared. So we're going to subtract 17 squared from both sides, take the square root. I do not know what 17 is squared right off the top of my head. I am good, but I am not that good.
4.1. The square root of 17?
That should be like, no, the 17 squared.
Oh,
That should be like 250 something?
yeah, 289.
280? Something's wrong here. One of these things can't be right.
34 across the bottom, 52 on the side, 6. Yeah, that's all. That's exactly what we have.
I think 6 feet is supposed to be the height, not the,
Yeah. 6 feet is the height that it's showing. Do you want to see it?
that's why I was like, it's kind of confusing.
Ah, yes,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah, those numbers, once we did this, it was going to give us a negative under the radical. That's why I was like, something doesn't jive. All right.
Okay.
So this is 6 feet.
Yes.
Yes.
This is 6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet. We're looking for the hypotenuse, right?
Sure.
So the hypotenuse, we can just apply Pythagorean theorem to. I'm gonna say H or C, whatever you want to call this side, is equal to 6 squared plus 17 squared. So 36 plus 288. So that becomes 324, right? this is equal to our hypotenuse squared. C squared. So now we're just gonna apply the square root to find the hypotenuse. That's gonna tell you this thing. This thing is the square root of 324. Now, I assume you're gonna want the surface area of the top of the roof, right?
Square feet of the roof, yes.
Okay. So, how much area is associated with this side? Well, it's going to be 52 times the square root of 324, isn't it? Because the length of this side is the square root of 324, that's what we just found. The length of this is 52, and this is just a rectangle.
So you just multiply it.
Right, so that just gives us the one side. Now we have to multiply it by 2 to get the entire surface area, because we have this side and the other side.
Okay, so 52 times the square root of 324 and then times 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we do the square root first and then multiply? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I just don't know what 324 square root is.
It said 18, but when
Oh.
I typed in 18 for the first one, it said,
Oh, I haven't tested it yet.
so I don't know why. So
Since
52.
it's not right,
Yeah, from the distance in feet from the eaves to the peak of the roof, that would be 18, right?
yeah, this
52 times by 18.
should be,
Divided by
I don't know,
18.
you try it and see if it works on yours, maybe it's just not.
72. The answer,
is it asking you for the answer in inches?
feet.
Feet, it says
Uh,
in feet.
Yeah, it says it's wrong.
I wonder if it wants the square root, maybe?
Maybe that's try
I
that.
think it's because you had to have 2 decimal places, so 18.03 works. Just so you guys know.
But the 1872 doesn't work.
It was 18.03 is what I got.
Oh, yeah.
For the square root.
Yeah, that works.
I just straight up got 18, I typed that in.
That's what I got too.
It's so weird.
So it's good now?
As long as you got the 0.03.
For some reason.
0.03, okay.
Which
Then it's a
kind of
rounding
works out,
error.
but yeah.